Here they are here. How many do you want? I have 3. Is it that enough?
3's fine. I just hope it doesn't make it all go sort of brown or something like that. But anyway, now tell me about young David.
Well, David, as you know, got a great report from 4th year and he's now in transition year.
I remember when Quinton was in that class.
I want to tell you about David.
Is David doing anything musical?
Well, he's climbing he's climbing a mountain in transition year.
It's such a waste of time, dear. Quinton used to practice his music all the time. I bought him a piano. Now, he didn't really take the piano, but he did love the drums because, of course, he started on the spoons.
He started on the spoons?
Yes.
But you can't get a degree in spoons.
I didn't say he got a degree in spoons, dear. I said he started his musical career on the spoons. Really,
no, but there's no
testy.
exams for spoons. Spoons is a nonsense.
Yes, but
You're
it does.
You're making a mess as well, Pauline.
Well, it may not give you a degree, but at least spoons have rhythm, and with the rhythm, he learned to do the drums. And it was as simple as that.
And you didn't mind the drums in the house? I find drums practicing just gives you such a headache.
Yes, dear, that is if they're played badly. But as Quinton was so wonderful at everything he did.
Quinton is wonderful at everything.
He is really.
Did he do anything wrong, I asked myself?
Well, now, he did meet up with that one hair. That was about the only thing wrong he did, in one way. Emotionally, that was thing. But business-wise, it was absolutely fine. And that's it.
Yes, but you can't say too much, you see, because you only drove them closer together.
Well, there was that. I don't want to fill these jars too much because when they freeze, they expand.
Exactly. Well, that's about enough.
Right.
Are you going to label them as well? You'll have to put a date on them. I don't want to eat beans that were...
Tess, for heaven's sake, you'll remember they're in the blue lid. Stick them in the freezer then and stop being such a fusspot.
Well, I don't know. Is there room in this freezer?
Yeah, top shelf.
Okay.
This stuff's not melting. I wish it would hurry up. I get very impatient. Oh, well.
Well, they should be very nice. Be lovely in time now for...
Well, I do them as Christmas presents.
Oh, do you?
Yes, oh yes. I get the logs, you see. Yes. And I sort of stick them on the logs. Now I've got too many beans for this tin. Oh, this jar. No, tin. Yes, well, never mind. Here we go.
You must eat a lot of beans.
No, I just happen to have a lot of tins.
No, but...
Well, it's economical, I suppose, and I mind you, because I used to buy them in Brown Thomas's, but that was, of course, when Bunny and her were doing very well. But of course, the BBC now are so delighted with what's going on in our lives that someday we're going to hit the jackpot again. I just know it, and all this will be over.
I hope so. I hope so, for your sake. And then you can afford to buy what you're doing now.
Yes, I am making candles. I like cold beans.
This go in the freezer as well now. I'll put a label on this one.
Don't bother. I can see they're beans.
Well, that's true.
And just put those ones in the fridge.
Okay, because there's no lid for that.
Because there's no lid for that, and I'll eat them tonight.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, of course, I won't eat them in front of Quinton because he doesn't like beans. He says that they upset him and give flatulence, if you don't mind. Flatulence! Far from flatulence he was raised. But I think that's Rupert's influence, of course. Being the priest, he doesn't like to say things like farting and that sort of carry on. Oh, well, here we go.
The bishop wouldn't approve, I suppose, and he has to... No doubt he meets the bishop every month.
Frankly, I think the bishop's a great man. I've met him twice myself, and he's very fond of a drop of sherry. But now, yes. Now let me see. Well, now
you, Pauline. I'm looking for scissors.
Oh, just use a knife. I haven't got a scissors. I'm sure I haven't got a scissors.
Well, I must buy you one.
Thank you. Oh, I do.
Knife?
Oh, that's the good carving knife.
You should hide that.
I do.
Burglars.
Well, I'm not going to worry about it. Now, I was wondering if it would be all right with you if when Bunny and her get back together again, they could use your garage for practicing.
Oh, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I would have to run that by Stephen. I'm not used our garage is full of, it has the caravan in it at the minute.
Well, if you roll the caravan out, they could use the caravan. What an excellent idea. Oh, they could put the drums in the kitchen, and then they'd have the whole of that lovely sitting room area to practice on for a bit of Well, no, I don't suppose they could hop up and down on the floor. It's not that stable, is it? But we could think of something. I do wish that he had stayed on at that drama thing he was doing, because they had wonderful facilities, but of course that was years ago now. And they didn't have the recording equipment that they have now. I mean, he has such a sweet voice.
Oh, yes, well, that's a matter of opinion.
Yes, it is, of course. And didn't they get a platinum disc?
Think there's some
But they don't cut it too short here. Yes, well, that's true. Oh, there's a piece of, oh, I have found some, I found some. Look, a wick.
Oh,
a wick.
A wick.
It looks like a guitar. It looks like a guitar string, I think.
Well, it looks like spaghetti to me.
You don't string a guitar with spaghetti, dear.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying what it reminded me of. Do you have to be so...
Well, I was thinking of Quentin, of course. He's on my mind constantly.
That was too short.
Oh, well, then cut me longer ones then.
Well, have you a ruler? I like to measure them.
Just measure it against the thing. I'll just add some more so that it doesn't boil. Hubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Oh, we're almost there.
Like to see around with any sauce.
Well, let me tell you, I've done worse than that. Do you know something? On one occasion, he asked me to chew the guitar string because it was a catgut one and it wasn't soft enough to bend around something.
But you didn't.
Of course not, dear. And then he said, please, Mom.
And you did.
Well, I sort of thought I'd better
well, you want to.
Yes, but it paid dividends, dear. He played the best music I've ever heard on that guitar.
Because you chewed the string.
Well, that must be something to do with that.
I couldn't do it.
Well, they say it's catgut, but it is clean.
Well, I don't think it's catgut. I think they just call it catgut. I don't think it came from a cat.
Well, he didn't play as if it came from a cat. God knows it was absolute heaven. I do hope they get back together. I do miss the sound, you know.
Yes, well, you'll have to like her. That's the only thing. You'll have to welcome her and greet her.
Oh, I will. I'll just keep thinking of the bank balance test. What else can I do? Are you done?
Well, I think that's a good one.
Oh, well, you see, you have to dip it in, let it...
Dip it in. You see, I haven't done this as yet. I know
what you do is you dip it in and let it get all stiff.
Yes.
And then when it's done, you just hold it there.
Yes.
And sort of wrap it round. Well, spoons, back to spoons again, and my beloved.